Do you really need willpower to stop smoking? If you think it's impossible to quit without willpower, then you need to watch this video. Hi, this is Nasia Davos. I always say you don't need any willpower to quit smoking, and the CPQ method requires no willpower. And I get comments and emails, and you're asking me, how is it possible? How can I ever stop smoking without willpower? So I want to explain how in this video. Because the truth is that you don't need willpower. You can choose to use your willpower, but you don't have to. And in fact, you shouldn't if you want to find quitting easy. So in this video, I will show you what is willpower, when it's useful, when it's bad, and why you don't need it to become a happy non-smoker and quit permanently. Before we jump in, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell button so you can get notified when we release more videos like this that are going to help you quit smoking. Okay, so what is willpower? Willpower is two things. One, it's a state of resistance. Willpower, by definition, is the control exerted to do something or resist an impulse. When we say I'm quitting smoking with willpower, what we mean is that there is the urge to smoke and you go against this urge. You go against the desire to smoke. What we don't mean when we say I'm quitting smoking with willpower, it's not being decisive and strong, determined, and making decisions like throwing your pack of cigarettes away. This decision-making process is an essential part for any change, and it doesn't mean you're quitting smoking with willpower. Now, the problem with quitting with willpower is that you're going against your desire. You think of smoking as something that's going to benefit you somehow, but you just don't allow yourself to have it. And of course, this takes a lot of effort. It creates tension, it's hard, and it makes you feel deprived. So as a result, you smoke more. For example, if you experience a lot of stress, and in that moment you try to resist a cigarette with willpower, what's going to happen? Well, it's going to be very hard. You're going to feel more stress, and you're going to want to smoke even more. And even if you successfully resist the cigarette in that moment, you may end up smoking 2 or 3 consecutive cigarettes later. So this is the hard way to go about your quit. And I want you to know that even if you had superhuman amounts of willpower from birth, or even if you practiced on increasing your willpower, you would still feel deprived, because willpower, by definition, means going against your desire, and that's hard. Now, the second thing that willpower is that it's limited. Willpower is not a manifestation or a sign of your inner strength. We tend to think that if someone is a strong person, that means that they have more willpower. But that's not always the case. That's not what willpower is. Willpower is like a muscle that gets tired during the day. The more you use it, the weaker it becomes. For example, if you have a chocolate cake in front of you, or whatever it is that you like, and you say it in the morning when you're rested, it's going to be easy to say no. But is it going to be as easy after a hard day at work when you're tired and hungry? Of course not. And it's not because you changed as a person. You didn't grow weaker as the day went by. You just got tired. Your circumstances changed. Your willpower got fatigued. And it's the same thing with resisting cigarettes. You can't always go against your desire with willpower, because willpower is not dependable. It's limited. Willpower doesn't work because willpower doesn't last. Everyone can resist a few cigarettes with willpower, but for how long? At some point, you're going to find yourself in a stressful situation. And when we feel stress, our willpower gets depleted. And when your willpower gets depleted, you're going to fall back to old patterns. So you're going to smoke, you're going to relapse. And this is hard. This is really hard, because you cannot use something you have a limited supply of, like your willpower, to resist something you have unlimited supply of, like your emotions and your impulses and your urges. It's hard. It's not a fair fight. And that's why willpower can only cause temporary change. I'm going to tell you how to create lasting change in a bit. Now, when do you need willpower? Willpower is not all bad. It's actually an amazing thing. It helps us do the right thing. When it comes to making a change, willpower can help you start something. It can help you take the very first step. In our case, it can help you start researching, watching a video, or start a program. However, willpower is harmful when you use it as the means to achieve a goal, exactly because it's a state of resistance and it's limited. For example, if you are on a diet, it may need some willpower to throw all the junk food from the house or to go on the scale and see where you're starting from. But you shouldn't use willpower to stay on a diet because you're going to feel deprived, and whatever it is you don't want to have, you're going to want it more. Or if you want to go to the gym, you may need willpower to get up from the couch or get dressed. But you shouldn't use willpower to stay and work out because you're not going to perform well, you're going to waste your time, it's going to be a bad experience. And when it comes to quitting smoking, you may need willpower to start researching or, like we said, watch a video or make small decisions. But you shouldn't use your willpower to resist cigarettes forever in the hope that the desire for smoking will magically disappear by itself, because you're going to feel deprived, you're going to see smoking as more valuable, and you're going to end up smoking more. So do you see now why you can't go through life always resisting cigarettes with willpower? This is not a way to live. You're not going to be happy. So what are you supposed to do? Willpower, like we said, means going against your desire, against your impulse to smoke. And that's the hard way. But what if you change the impulse? What if you remove the desire to begin with? Then quitting becomes easy. And that's what we mean when we say overcome the mental addiction. The mental addiction is the desire or need for cigarettes. It's how smoking makes you feel and how much you believe you need it. At the moment, you believe that smoking offers you something. Maybe you believe that it helps you cope with stress and boredom and socialize, concentrate, take a break, control your weight, whatever it is for you. And even though smoking offers you nothing at all, as long as you believe it does, you're going to desire it. And the thing is that willpower does not remove the benefits you think you get from smoking, and it doesn't magically remove your desire to smoke, because it's hard to control our desires with willpower. Our emotions don't work that way. And that's where the solution is to change the emotions, is to stop desiring cigarettes. And you do that when you realize that smoking offers you nothing. Think about it. Do you need any willpower to resist eating rat poison or ammonia or acetone? Of course not, because it's disgusting and harmful and you just don't do that. Well, tobacco has inside arsenic that's used in rat poison and ammonia and acetone and 4,000 chemicals. And the only reason why you want it is because you believe it offers you something. And that's the mental addiction talking. My point is, when you see smoking for what it really is, you don't desire it anymore. And when there is no desire, there is no need for willpower, and quitting becomes easy. Now, how to remove the desire? When I was trying to quit smoking, I struggled a lot with this, and that's why I started developing the CBQ method. And the 4 stages of the CBQ method help you remove this desire. Now, if you want to know exactly how the CBQ method removes the desire for cigarette and why the CBQ method requires no willpower, check the videos. I put for you the links in the description. What I want you to know is that it's easy to overcome this desire because it's not a real desire. Listen, it all started because nicotine hijacked your brain and made it believe that you needed to survive, just like you need food and air and water. Like when you're hungry, your brain is going to insist for you to eat in the form of a thought. It's going to tell you, you're hungry, you must eat now. It does that, it insists because it needs you to survive. In the same way, it insists for you to smoke because it thinks that you need nicotine to survive. So if you feel compelled to smoke, even though you know better, it's not because you really enjoy smoking, it's not because you have a self-destructive part of you, it's because your brain has outdated information. And the thing is that when you use your willpower to resist a cigarette, it's like telling your mind that, indeed, I want that, I need that, but I can't have it. So your brain goes bananas. But when you treat these craving thoughts as a memory, as an addiction, as a thought, they go. If you put yourself in situations where you used to smoke and you don't, and you are relaxed in these situations, you're actually allowing your brain to get new information and rewire your brain, because you show yourself that nothing happened because you didn't smoke. You show your brain that you don't need nicotine to survive. So your brain adjusts and the craving thoughts eventually disappear. So the solution is to remove the desire, the impulse, and change how you see smoking and your associations with it. That's how you create lasting change. What do I mean? Let's think about the examples we talked about before. When you go on a diet, you may need willpower to start, you may not, but you may need it. But to create lasting change, you must associate eating healthy and looking after your body with happiness and health and joy. You must create those associations. And when you do that, then bad food starts becoming undesirable. Or if you want to go to the gym and work out, you may need willpower to start, but to create lasting change, to create a habit, you need to associate working out with health and happiness and feeling good and confidence. And you're not going to need any willpower because you're going to be chasing this good feeling. And of course, to stop smoking, you may need willpower to get started, to educate yourself, to research, to watch some videos. But to create lasting change, you need to associate, you need to link being smoke-free with feeling confident, healthy, wealthy, accomplished, and free. Because if you desire the result, if you focus on that, you're not going to need any willpower to get motivated. And when you get some distance from your smoking habit, you're going to see that it did nothing to you. It was an abusive relationship based on lies and fears, and you're glad you're out. So to sum up, willpower is a state of resistance and it's limited. It's good for starting things, but bad for creating lasting change, because you feel deprived, it makes the process difficult, and you may end up relapsing. Willpower means going against the desire to smoke, and this is hard. So instead, remove the desire, because that makes quitting easy. Because when there is no desire, there is also no need for willpower. And to remove the desire, you must change how you see smoking and quitting. And that's how you create lasting change. That's how you quit permanently. So I hope this video helped you rethink the role of willpower in your quit, and that it gave you a new perspective. Now, if you want to overcome the mental addiction, please make sure you get the foundational video of the CBQ method. The CBQ method is specifically designed to remove the desire for cigarettes and change how you think about smoking and break the habit. So get the video, the link is in the description. In this video, I show you what are the 4 stages of the CBQ method and how they work together to help you overcome the mental addiction. And I give you 1 tip to help you get started with each stage. And in this video, I show you how you became addicted to smoking. You go through the same 4 stages when you become addicted to something, and you have to go through the same stages to break the addiction. So this video is going to show you that, and you're going to get an overview of your journey, and it's going to put you in a better state of mind. So go watch it now. And let me know in the comments if you think you need willpower to stop smoking. And if you like this video, hit the like button below, share it with someone who can benefit from it, and be sure to subscribe to get more videos that are going to help you in your journey. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.